So like we said before, we didn't do a traditional reaction to the Resident Evil trailer. I was out of town. We couldn't make it work logistically. So I promised everybody that we would do a breakdown of that trailer on today's show. So Miguel, do you want to watch it through one time, or do you just want to immediately start breaking it down? First of all, hold on.
Yeah,
Did you see the international trailer?
Was it longer than what?
It was a 10 times better trailer. I don't know why they didn't release that trailer.
Let's watch that one then.
Yeah, let's watch it. I mean, I've already seen it, but it is a million times better than the first trailer. I have no idea why they did not show this trailer first. So let's see here. Let me turn the volume down a little bit. So this is not the trailer we got kind of released extremely publicly, but this is the international trailer for Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City.
What are you doing out hitchhiking on a night like this, eh? Used to live here, you said. Raccoon City. Better you than me.
Watch out!
Oof.
She got stopped.
She hit that pavement, dude.
That's so bad for me to say.
And that's how the dog gets infected.
That's a shitty way, man. I'm not gonna lie.
This is already like the vibe of this trailer is way better, you know?
Yeah.
Lock the gates. Claire, why are you back here?
This whole town's been poisoned.
Oh yeah, I do have a lot to say about this movie. It just jogged my
If we
memory.
don't contain this, it could threaten the whole world.
Shall we go?
Come on.
What were Umbrella doing here?
They were experimenting on him.
This is my life's work. I'm not giving it to anybody.
I like how it has like a real Doom feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This trailer feels Resident Evil.
Umbrella is gonna destroy this place.
I just really want to get out of this town.
Oh, did he turn into a zombie right there?
Now, tell me that is not a 10 times better trailer than
I agree.
the first one.
I agree, but I do have some comments about the movie, honestly. Like,
I mean, I
some
think
things that I'm
gave-
like very like concerned with. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do you agree with me? Like, there's some things on that. In that trailer, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Red Fanatic says Resident Evil. Yeah, man, we're huge. I mean, you're a Resident Evil fan too, Miguel.
I am, yeah.
Like I've said it before on the show. Resident Evil is the thing that got me into horror. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. I still haven't played 8, which I know is like blasphemy, but I just haven't had a chance
and
to
also
play it
like I'm pretty sure my opinion is probably gonna be like invalid because I'm one of the people that liked Resident Evil 6. So yeah, that says
I liked 6. I mean, I don't think 6
like it.
I don't think 6 threw a stone to
to what?
To 4 or 5. Sorry, my phone was going off. I don't think 6 was as good as 4 or 5, but I still enjoyed 6. I actually really liked it a lot.
I liked it.
So which trailer do you want to break down? You want to break down the internet? I mean, we can do it both if we want. Who cares?
Let's do the international one because that one clearly had more to offer than.
I agree. I think it was. I mean, it was a lot of the same things too, but I think I think the international trailer was definitely it was the better, well put together trailer. So let me see. Can you guys see this? Okay. It looks like you can. All right. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit more. So let's do this thing.
you doing out hitchhiking on a night like this, anyway?
This guy looks drunk. He looks like he's like low-key hitting on her.
Every truck driver ever. No, I'm kidding, guys. I love you guys. I love truck drivers.
He's
One
like,
of my friends is a truck driver. I don't want to say bad things.
what's a
He
pretty
look-
girl like you doing out here in the woods? Like, that's
But
like
really
the
though,
look he's
it's
giving her right now.
such a terrible stereotype. But yeah, truck drivers, yeah, they're pretty grimy.
Yeah. I don't know. He's just giving her a really funky look. And she's like, whatever.
Used to live here, you said. Raccoon
That's
City.
Claire, right?
Better use
Yes, this is Claire. So
Okay.
obviously now they're coming up on a zombie.
Not the one getting hit by a truck, but
Oof! Now watch her hit the ground. Oh, man.
well, that's dead right there, right? That
She
zombie's not getting
slept.
up.
I mean, she was already dead, wasn't she?
Yeah, I think she was a zombie. I think at that point,
Yeah.
wasn't she?
Yeah. Red Fanatic, see him later, man. We will see you. I guess we'll see you tomorrow, maybe. Hopefully, if the screen trailer drops, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. So let's see. She slaps her face on the ground. Yeah, dude, she's a zombie. She's got to be a zombie already.
Yeah, that's 100%
Right?
a zombie.
I mean, don't
Yeah.
you think?
I 100% agree. That was a dead ass zombie. But I don't know.
That's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
That is gross. I feel. What do you think the dog was eating, like in the production? I know Pete is probably going to kill somebody. They'd be like, guys,
Where's the line crossed?
there's
Another line that should be drawn, guys. Dog shouldn't eat blood.
It's probably
wonder-
like ground beef or something. Like it. I don't know.
Most likely. I could almost see that.
I also really like this siren effect. I think sirens sound. I've always thought sirens sound really eerie. Like it makes my blood pressure go up when I hear a siren, and like
It
I
does.
don't know
Even-
that the sirens
even
going
like
off through this trailer.
Even the
really got me.
emergency, like here in Kentucky, we have like the emergency broadcast system or whatever. It's like it does like their test.
like
and
tornado
even that
sirens
one,
and
like-
stuff.
Yeah, like it's like it has like a kind of cool melody, but even hearing that, like if you hear something like that loud out of nowhere, yeah, it's gonna freak you out. Like 100%. Like no matter what, it's gonna freak you out. So
Yeah.
yeah, I remember I used to be really freaked out by those.
Yeah, definitely.
But I like the fact is the siren happening like during that?
No, I kind of think it's just kind of going on in the background of the trailer.
I gotcha.
So I mean, I could be wrong, but that's kind of the vibe I get.
I could see that, and I think it's interesting that we're starting out at Raccoon City. Do you guys understand why like I'm slightly like weirded out by this movie now? Is like the fact that we're starting at Raccoon City.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of one of my fears with this movie, and it could be great or it could kill it right off the bat. I mean, you are trying to combine the first game and the second game, and really, depending on how they play it, even the third game, all in one thing. So that kind of, I don't know how I feel about that, because that's, I mean, again, if you're somebody like me who is like super into the Resident Evil lore, I mean, you can knock Resident Evil all you want, man, but Resident Evil has some rich lore. I mean, there is a lot going on with Resident Evil.
Yeah, it's the fact that they've been still going on since fucking
Right.
Nintendo 64. Like they've been going on for a while because there's
Yeah.
so much more, so many source materials to just make whatever you want. Honestly.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much story to tell. So hopefully they do it justice instead of just kind of rushing through the whole thing. And there's kind of another thing with Raccoon City that I'll kind of get to in a minute. There's the sirens again, man. Now, is this Raccoon City?
It looks like it, don't it?
Yeah, it is, because you can kind of see it on the water tower. Now, I don't know about you. And let me know what you guys think in the chat room. I envision Raccoon City as more kind of what it looked like in Resident Evil Apocalypse and Paul W.S. Anderson's Apocalypse, where it's actually kind of a city. This kind of gives me more small town up in the mountains vibe than, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm kind of like trying to like find out right now, because there's obviously maps of Raccoon City, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I
And
mean, even if you look at like Resident Evil Outbreak, it's still, I mean, it's not like New York, but it's still a city. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
yeah, this
I
looks
don't
like
know.
it just looks like a town that I drive by here in Richmond, Kentucky. It looks like one of the smaller towns
Yeah,
in
it
my
just
eyes.
it doesn't look very big. So that kind
Mm-mm.
of, I
And
don't
the
know.
fact that they're just gonna fucking nuke it, you know what I mean? Like you could do more than just nuke a small hometown. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I don't know. The nuke almost seems like overkill for that little town.
It
I mean,
does, don't it?
yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. When you get the nuke scene in the games, or when you get the nuke scene in Resident Evil Apocalypse from the Paul W.S. Anderson series, like, it's got skyscrapers. I mean, it's a nice little city. This kind of looks, I don't know. It looks more small town vibe than city. So that's kind of, I'm not sure how I feel about that either. So let's go on.
Honey, we need to go now.
That's dope. That looks like you ripped it out of the game. Wholeheartedly.
Really?
Oh, yeah. The police department looks identical in the games. They did a fantastic job with that.
Well, you saw like how when they did the aerial shot of it, like their main focus was the police department. You
Right.
could see the police department was the biggest
Yeah.
building there.
Right.
It's like, wow,
Which
the
is
police
weird
presence in
because,
that
again,
town is pretty big.
if it's a small town, then like, why is the police department like
Huge.
the FBI headquarters?
Exactly.
Well, I don't know.
It's a front.
So there we have Irons and Leon locking the gate. Claire coming home, dude. I gotta say, they nailed Chris.
They
Chris
did.
looks
For young
perfect.
Chris, yeah, young Chris looks
Yeah.
pretty spot on.
Yep. And honestly, even if he bulked up, I mean, I don't know what their plan is after Welcome to Raccoon City. I assume there'll be sequels.
Find out.
But I mean, if the dude bulks up a little bit, then I don't know. He might even pull off like older Chris.
Whole town's been poisoned.
That's a dope shot right there. You got the zombies getting through the gates at RPD.
Do you like the fact that they're going to be running?
Do you think they're going to run though?
Did you not see that? They look like they're hustling. They're not running, but they're hustling.
Let's go back. I don't mind if they hustle, but I don't want them to run. I don't want like 28 days later going on. I mean, I still want them to be kind of stumbly, like, because that's how they are in the game.
It looks like your typical Black Friday. You know what I mean? It just happens to be at the Raccoon City Police Department.
This is people running into Kohl's when the doors open at like 8 p.m. on
Pretty
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. This gave me COVID fucking PTSD from, people running out getting the fucking toilet papers.
Is it just me, or can you see my mouse?
She has no makeup whatsoever.
Can you see my mouse on the screen?
I can.
Is it just me, or does she look like she's not a zombie? Even this guy back here, they look like they're like people mixed in with the zombies that are just like, I'm joining their side. Like, they don't look like zombies to me.
The zombies don't really look that good to me, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that was something I was gonna ask you is what do you think do you like the zombies? I mean, obviously they're not gonna be very like decayed and nasty, but do you like the look of the zombies?
I guess that makes sense.
We've seen.
It makes sense why they wouldn't be as decaying. But I mean, look, man, they got a horde of zombies. So clearly they've been eating some fuckers up. So they have to have some blood in their face. They all look like as soon as they became zombies, they lost their hair. Do you see how many balding motherfuckers I see over here?
First thing to go.
Your hair, apparently, yeah. And also that scene, as you can see, like the iconic scene where Chris finds the zombie in the mansion and he turns his head. Like that's an iconic scene. I didn't really like that zombie. You know what I mean?
It's okay. It's okay. I'm not 100% sold, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We don't contain this.
So there's a cool shot. We have Leon, we have Claire, and we have Chief Irons. So this is kind of the Resident Evil 2 storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we go?
There you go, dude.
I wonder where Chris
that
is. Like,
shot of that shot of the mansion. That looks dope. That is a really, really cool shot. Yeah.
Leon never went to the mansion. That's my thing.
I know. That's why when I knew that Leon was going to be in it, I was kind of like, what? He didn't come until part 2. But then,
Yeah,
of
exactly.
course, they're kind of combining the two. So, I mean,
Okay, cool.
I
Look,
don't know.
directors can take liberties. I'm cool with that. As long as the story is dope and it meshes well, I'm all go for it.
As
But
long
coming
for
from a
me,
video game lover of the Resident Evil franchise, yeah, it's kind of off-putting, so to speak.
for me, as long as they service the game, I'm fine with it. I'm
Yeah.
okay.
I gotcha.
So we're going into the mansion. Now here's that iconic shot that we were talking about. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in the game, it's only Chris. It looks like there's a couple. It looks like Chris and Jill and Wesker maybe are there with they're together when they see the zombie turn around. There's probably the best shot of a zombie that we get.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It looks weird to me. Like, look at his eyebrow line. Like, his brow line is like stuck out. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, this is like some real odd. Oh shit. Do you guys remember? Like, I don't know if you guys have ever checked this out, but on Sci-Fi, there was a competition called Face Off, where
Oh
people
yeah,
would just
dude,
make
that show was
special
awesome.
effects. Yeah, this looks like if someone made that, they'd be eliminated first round. In my head,
Really?
just saying.
Really?
I'm just saying, yeah, because again, you mentioned the brow. That was something I noticed too. It looks like someone just slapped a face prosthetic mask on them and just said fuck it to everything else. And what the fuck is that on his mouth? It doesn't like where's his teeth? Is that his teeth in
Where's
there? Or
his
is it just
jaw?
Exactly. Like
I don't
what?
know.
Like
There's something about it. He also looks very white. He's
he
like
had no.
he's like
Here it
whiter
is.
than his lab coat.
He's it's his jawline. It's his jaw because it looks like his jaw just fucking shrunk. You know what I mean?
I guess he's in the middle of eating, so maybe there's like foods, like there's like flesh sticking out, and he's like his mouth is open. It still has I don't know. It has a very strange look to it. All the zombies we've seen, they don't look like people who have just died and became zombies. They look very deformed,
they look like vampires.
almost. Yeah.
They look like
Yes.
vampires.
Yes. He, dude.
This one right
He
here
looks
looks
like
like
a vampire from
Underworld.
What is it? The 30 Days of Night? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, 30 days and 30
That's
days
what
and
he
night,
looks
yeah.
like. He looks like a vampire. Good call.
Yeah, and also this scene right here isn't this like the first like appearance of a zombie like in the video games?
Yeah. This is the first zombie
This is the first zombie interaction that started the franchise. And I'm not sold on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I didn't get I didn't get that same like oh shit we're about to see zombies vibe as I did when I first played the game. And it looks like we're going to be and obviously we're starting in Raccoon City, so we're going to see a lot of zombies. Like when we see this one, it's not going to hit as hard as you think. You know what I mean?
Or as hard as you want it to.
Yeah,
know?
as hard as I would want it to. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this scene right here, it's again, this is me with my own checklist. I'll introduce my own fault here. Like I have my own checklist for this movie, mainly because like we haven't been given a decent Resident Evil movie in a while. So I have my hopes up. I have my expectations. And when I saw this trailer, that scene right there, I was expecting something completely different right there. I'm not gonna lie.
I am cautiously optimistic about this movie, but we just talked
Dang.
about Halloween Kills and having a checklist for that movie, or are not having, a checklist for that movie. I have a checklist. I have a little bit of a checklist for this movie. I'm like, okay, it's got to feel like Resident Evil. It's got to look like Resident Evil.
Mhm.
When I see this, I have to feel like, wow, I'm watching a movie version of the game.
Yep.
And say what you will about Paul W.S. Anderson's first couple of Resident Evil movies, I really enjoyed them because it felt like the game to me. Like I got that same eerie, creepy, itchy, tasty vibe from, you know what I mean, from the movies as I did the game. So, I mean, I hope that this delivers on that. But again, looking at this zombie, it kind of looks strange to me. I don't know. Hold on. There was a lot there. We need to...
I know, right?
Is that Barry? That might be Barry.
I think so.
Shooting. There's a better shot right there of a zombie. That's okay. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
That's decent. That's a decent looking zombie.
But I'm not gonna lie, you put fangs on that thing,
Vampire.
you have a vampire.
Look at how red his tongue is. Good
My man was
lord.
sucking blood, man. Again, a vampire.
That's a decent looking zombie. I don't mind that. He kind of reminds me of the Crimson Head zombie, which I have. I have a whole bunch of Resident Evil action figures. I have one somewhere. So this looks like the. Are they zombies? Ooh, they might be.
It
zombies.
looks like it, don't it?
Ah,
I mean,
who
I
is
wouldn't
that?
be throwing a gentleman like that.
Who is that, Miguel? That he's pushing up against the wall.
It looks like Barry.
Is that Barry or is it Leon? I don't know. I don't know.
What were Umbrella doing here?
I don't know.
Experimenting on him.
This is my
That looks nasty. That looks
Dude.
disgusting. I don't really know what's going on here.
life's work.
I think that's the fucked up zombie monster that's gonna follow them throughout the movie. You know what I mean? You know that
Yeah.
scene right there? I think that's her.
Fair. So now we have Irons. He's obviously in the RPD lot. Now the dogs. Let me go back. Miguel, what do you think of the dog? The zombie dogs.
Well, you have to understand you have to understand the limitations they have. They can't use an actual dog. And
They did in the Paul W.S.
prosthetic-
Anderson movies.
Oh,
They
fuck,
were
did.
actual dogs with prosthetics. Yeah. Why couldn't they? It looks super fake to me. Like, I don't know. I really do. I'm going to be picky with this movie. Like, I'm not generally real picky about it, but with Resident Evil, I'm going to be super picky.
It's kind of ironic after that whole conversation we just had. But so
I know, but this is the one franchise that I'm like, they really need to do it right.
because we haven't seen one that's hit the mark. Paul W.S. Anderson took liberties of a video game franchise and did a decent job at it. It wasn't a pure adaptation, but it was a decent job at it. It was a different take on how the Resident Evil franchise would have gone.
Well, and I really genuinely enjoyed the first two Paul W.S. Anderson movies. I really, really did. But like Extinction, Afterlife, Retribution, like as we went on, it was just kind of like, what are we doing? Like this just doesn't make. I mean, it didn't make any sense at all after that, and it felt more like Rambo meets the zombie apocalypse than it did. You know what I mean? It just felt it was very strange. So I don't know. So let's move on here.
Vickers, this is Chief Irons. Pick up your damn radio.
Zombie. That's a cool shot right there of the helicopter crashing into the mansion.
I'm just saying, a grown man cannot jump
Now-
right through that fucking helicopter.
Here's another thing I'm going to complain about it.
Are you gonna complain about the liquors?
I'm not wild about the way the liquors look, man. I don't know. They look weird to me. It doesn't...
Out of place? What do you
Not
want?
out
A
of
grown
place.
man? A grown man in prosthetics?
No.
Is that what you want?
No. I know it's got to be CGI. I'm trying to look up a picture of it on my phone, like for reference.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie though. Here's one little thing. A little tidbit. If I see that dog's face just split open and have like fangs on the side, like I'm gonna walk out. Like
I don't know. It's not bad. I don't know. There's something about it. They look skinny. The face looks really skinny. I might be being a little picky about this one. I might need to calm down with the liquors because I mean, like, I don't know if you guys can see. Like, it's not bad. This is from Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, which I'm like based on like the newer like versions of liquors. Like they clearly bulked up, and this is like I don't know. If I'm thinking like what relatively into like the franchise, like this is just like the liquors just came out. They haven't had their daily dose of fucking protein. Who knows? Like maybe they'll get bigger
They
within
need
the sequel.
they need to take their creatine,
Yeah, they need to take
bulk
their
up a little
creatine.
bit.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
So I mean, I don't know. We'll see. There's a better shot. Look at the teeth. I will say the teeth look dope.
they do look dope, and that's a pretty cool shot. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I'm assuming this is Hunk. Maybe it could just be an Umbrella agent, but I hope that's Hunk because that would be dope.
Umbrella is gonna destroy this place.
Is that-
Obviously, there's going to be some fights with Umbrella.
I just really want to get out of this town.
This is
What the fuck is that? Really?
guys. Let
I-
us know in the comments what are your thoughts on this because I don't know. My initial thought is that this is Birkin after he's mutated. I'm looking at the cast list to see if it would be I don't know. I don't know if this is maybe this is Birkin after the tyrant has mutated and this is like his new form.
I guess.
I mean the eye, like looking at the eyes, I'm like, it could be Birkin. Like this could be the mutated form of Birkin. I could see it.
I mean, sure, but you gotta understand. Like, I remember playing Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles, and whenever we were in the mansion, dude, we had to fight a fucking snake. Like,
I know,
where the fuck
but
were
from
we
what I
going?
understand, a lot of that, the snakes, the spiders, the frog hunters, the
Mhm.
frog-looking, the hunter things, like a lot of those, I don't think are going to be in the movie. So I don't know. This kind of, I feel like if this is not Tyrant, if this is not William Birkin that we're looking at, I almost think like, why would you have this creature in here and not the others? You know?
Exactly.
So
Which
I
I
don't know.
mean, I guess taking some liberties again. Which cool.
How do
I
you
guess.
think this thing looks, whether it's Tyrant or not?
I mean, fuck. I don't know. Like, it.
Like, what do you say about that?
Yeah. Like, I have no words for it. It looks dope.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it looks dope. I'd be freaked out by this. And you know what's fucking hilarious?
Yeah.
Redfield's literally gonna just pull up a fucking pistol and start shooting it. Like,
I know, right?
Like, that's not gonna do jack shit. They're not gonna get the bazooka until the very last second.
He's gonna be like, I have 6 rounds, and
Yeah,
then
I have
it's
6
somehow
rounds.
gonna die.
I hope he collected enough herbs and stuff to
Yeah.
make some healing factors.
All right, so let's rewind a little bit here. So obviously we have the Umbrella agents. They're fighting in Raccoon City. They're trying to contain it. Obviously, probably failing to contain it. They're gonna have their run-ins with Leon, with the Stars members. This looks nasty.
Stars.
This is probably Annette Birkin, if I had to
Do
guess.
what?
This is probably Birkin's daughter, if I had to guess. I think something's going to go down with her. Could be wrong. Looks gross. Leon's got that rocket launcher.
Get out of this town.
Of course, he
Same.
gets the rocket launcher.
And title drop. That gives me 28 Days Later vibes. You know?
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yes.
So, I don't know. There's the International Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City trailer, man. So guys, let us know. What do you guys think? I don't really think there's anything different in the other. Well, there's a few different things in the other trailer.
No, it's pretty much you get more out of this one, I think. Because I don't know. I get the fact that, like, I don't know, like, it's in my head with like Resident Evil, like I feel like the first two were pretty much kind of like dealing with zombies. Like, I don't think the Umbrella was like a main like underlining villain behind the
Well,
scenes. It
in the
wasn't mainly. It
first
wasn't
one, I
really
think it
prevalent.
was.
Prevalent.
In the first Resident Evil, it was more than part 2. I think
Mhm.
part 2 was more about the Raccoon City outbreak and everybody just trying to get out, you know?
Yeah.
So, so real quick, let's go through the main trailer. We're not going to sit and watch it and break down every single moment. Just a couple of things.
Has a beginning.
Couple of different shots of people trying to get out of Raccoon City. Umbrella's obviously not letting them get out.
Discover the origin of evil.
Why are you back here?
A lot of the same shots.
When we were kids,
Mm-hmm.
and not true now.
We need to expose Umbrella.
So was she like? Golly, my brain is lapsing right now.
Obviously,
How does
Claire
she
is
know
going to be
about
the
Umbrella?
focus.
Yeah, how did Claire know about Umbrella?
I don't know. I think it's going to be a little. I think the story is going to be slightly different in the movie than what went on in the games, which is fine. I just hope that I hope it services the games. I hope it does the games justice. Both of these trailers really make it seem as if Claire is going to be the main focus, which is cool. Claire is a great character. So we'll have to see. I don't know.
I'm afraid, Claire. I'm afraid of what they're gonna do to this town.
See, again.
I'm afraid, Claire. I'm afraid of what they're gonna do to this town.
It looks small townish. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It doesn't look like a big city. It looks like a small little town up in the Arklay Mountains, you know? That's the worst advertising I've ever seen.
An umbrella is shelter
Whoever does the advertising for the Umbrella Corporation needs to be fired because that's stupid.
I doubt with the amount of shit that they've experimented on, I doubt the money is going to advertisement.
All the shady crap
Just saying.
Umbrella does.
Yeah, like I doubt advertisement is like on their top expenses.
People are getting sick.
A lot of the same exact shots.
Let the world know it's
It looks too CGI in my eyes.
I think it looks very CGI too. I think it's got a lot of CGI moments to it. Also,
I
this
like the-
song. Why did they add that
This
stupid song? I mean, the
song-
song's fine, but like, it felt very.
I like the song,
It was,
but I don't know why
strange.
it's in the movie. I
It
don't know why
was
it's in
just
the
a
movie.
strange addition to this trailer. I was kind of like, what?
Shall we go?
What do you think of Leon, Miguel? The guy who's playing Leon.
He's a good actor. I only know him from Victorious, though.
I mean, the look of him though? Do you think he looks like Leon?
I mean, he's definitely doing all the mannerism of Leon. Like you see how he holds the gun,
That's fair.
like that. Yeah, like he's
Yeah.
trying to do all that, which I get. But again,
Yeah.
I don't want to be the person to say it, but Leon is he's blonde, and that's usually how I like. He's a blonde dude with that shitty ass comb over haircut. So that's the only thing I describe Leon. That's it. But I guess we're not gonna get that one, which is cool.
Yeah.
Fine.
So I think we're definitely gonna get some origin of Umbrella stuff. The mansion looks dope.
I love how they're keeping the same weapons that you would get in the first video game.
Yeah. There's our zombie friend again. All right, there's Itchy Tasty, man. There's Itchy Tasty. I know a lot of people were super excited when they saw that. So, and that's a. I
Wait,
mean,
what
again,
is-
they're.
Who's Itchy
Huh?
Tasty Man? Who's Itchy Tasty Man?
What do you mean, Itchy Tasty Man? It's not a man.
said
It's
Itchy
it's
Tasty.
just it was something in the game. It was like a couple of different clues and stuff like that that were in the game. Let me. There's a book called The Unofficial History of It. It's just a phrase that was, it was just a phrase that like somebody used in the first game, like when they were infected and they started like kind of going insane, and like succumbing to the T virus, basically. So that's just kind of a nod to that.
Oh, okay.
Look at dude. Watch. She says, "Hello, good morning." She's coming through that glass story, dude. They might run. You might be right.
They're definitely running. They're definitely running. 100%.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's basically Resident Evil
meets 28 Days Later.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I don't know.
Which is something that I thoroughly like find frightening of that movie. But with Resident Evil, it's a certain type of zombie.
Right. That's fair. Oh yeah. Again,
Just
a lot
that
of the
dog
same
does not
shots we've
look-
gotten. Same shot of the liquor. I don't think we really got anything at the end.
No, not really.
No, we didn't. So, I mean, there's the Resident Evil trailer, man. Guys, let us know. What do you think of the trailer for Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City? What are your expectations? What do you want to see from Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City? Again, I have kind of high hopes. I might have too high of expectations
after
shredding I really
that fucking trailer. Yeah, I have high hopes.
I mean, I don't think I shredded it. I want this movie to blow my mind and be incredible, but I'm a little afraid of how it's going to turn out.
Yeah,
just because I love it. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan.
Yeah, I think this is probably just going to be like a good it's just going to be a good iteration of Resident Evil. It's not like if you're a Resident Evil hardcore fan, don't expect much from this movie. That's all I gotta say.
I saw somebody on Facebook the other day. They commented on the trailer and they were like, "This looks like Resident Evil on the CW."
Fuck. Wow.
I know. I was like, okay. I don't think it looked that bad, but I mean, whatever.
Which I mean, the CW's doing pretty good with that. I don't know. We see the Flash. If you guys know about the Flash, you see how bad their CGI is getting.
I know. So we'll have to see, guys. Let us know what you think of the Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City trailers. All right.